We're recording again. All right. Place. Good. Good. Up. No. Good. It's right here. I know there's a hot dog in there. We can't get it. It's on forever. All right, so what I'm doing with him is free shaping a down on his place. Only because he was fighting with me about it blurring. So I wanted to kind of just be his idea. So I started this video out with him on his place because this is something that I recommend we do pass training after he comes from like an excited state. So I pulled him from the yard. We went on a quick little walk, which is going to be a video that you get as well. Now I want him to settle down so that he can be a little bit more clear-headed for obedience in here. So at home it would be, he was outside playing, have a good time. Now we want him to come inside and just coexist in the house. We want him in a non-aroused state. So I want him to settle on his own and do a little bit of mental stimulation to get him down into that state of mind where he's relaxed and settled down. So again, I'm doing the free shaping with the down just so it's his idea. And a hot dog fell into the little thing, so now he's going to obsess over that, of course, because he is starved naturally. If you chew on it, you're going to get in trouble. Nope. So I have dressed him in a prong collar. I made that decision because he almost threw my shoulder out when he got excited. So I've just found that it helps create a little bit of clarity. It does work through discomfort, but not pain. So I want it to be something that he's responsive to immediately because it's a little bit annoying for him. Let him fix his position, place. He's like, who are you talking to? Good, the boy. Whereas like a regular collar, nope. Or a harness or whatever, he's willing to deal with a good amount of pressure for an extended period of time before he's responding to it. So it kind of creates a little bit of unclarity, non-clarity, whatever the word is. Place. I'm not gonna lay down, you're just being stubborn. Good boy, good. So it's a discomfort that it annoys him and he wants to remove it right away. So I want him to understand the mechanics of leash pressure. So if he starts to pull at all, I'll just counter with resistance. And as soon as he moves into that pressure to create slack, I'll embellish that slack and I will reward him. So I want to show him you moving into slack, into pressure to turn it off results in a reward from me. So the timing of that is pretty critical. Just putting a prong collar on the dog doesn't make them train. It just helps with the little bit of stuff that he's willing to deal with. It kind of nixes that out, so it makes the response time much quicker. So I'm using that. He's doing really well on it. I'm not doing any corrections or anything like that. When he was chewing on there, that was about the extent of a correction that I would do. It's just a little bit of pressure backwards. So I want to make sure he understands what the criteria is before I'm even remotely considering doing this kind of correction. Nope. Good boy. So you'll hear me use the word good. You'll hear me use the word YES. And then I can't even spell it. It's the word okay. Those are all going to, place. Those are all going to be different markers that we're going to use. Place. A little bit of leash pressure. Just going to help guide him into position. No, I'm not giving you food because then you just follow my hand around. Hold on 1 second. marker is a word or a cue that marks a moment in time that I like something. And for him, that's going to announce the arrival of food. So now we're creating that association that this word equals arrival of food. And each of those markers are gonna have different meanings as far as expectation within behavior. So good and okay, those are gonna be duration markers, meaning if I ask him to go into behavior, I'm gonna use the word good right now to keep him in behavior. So I'll say good, bring him a treat, good, bring him a treat, good, bring him a treat. He's really overstimulated food, so I'm kind of keeping that to a minimum. Good. He just gets so fat. That's what he does. He gets fat. And then okay means he can come out of behavior. So in order for good to mean what it does, we have to also show him that okay, he can come out of behavior. You'll also hear me use the word yes. Oh wait. That means I like what you did, come take something from me. So if he can be done with the behavior and come take something from me, once he hears that yes marker. So I typically use the yes marker to shape new behaviors because I want him to show the thing, yeah, explode into coming, getting a reward. So it builds enthusiasm within behavior, good. Whereas good is going to keep him in behavior, good. Keep reinforcing him. Good. Okay. Very nice. Good job. No will be the precursor to any type of pressure. So leash pressure, spatial pressure, e-collar pressure, whatever. Okay. Place. Good. Because he's very active, I want to be nice and calm with him and quiet and help complement his natural tendency to be excited. Once we get the marker stuff out of the way, which is picking up on that really quickly because he's so food motivated, so we're working through that. We're going to start working on the separation anxiety stuff. That's a big part of that is going to be the place command. So good. I really want him to understand what this is so that he can be comfortable with being away from me and hanging out while things are happening around him. I think that's going to be a big thing for him. And then the prong collar is helping with leash mechanics so that he understands how to respond to pressure and how to turn that off and things like that. So he's doing really well. He's having a good time. I don't know if he misses you. I'm kidding. Of course he misses your family, but he's having fun. He's made lots of friends. He looks grossered out because I pulled him out of the yard. He was in the pool, of course. Every time I go to get him, he's sitting in the pool. So I have to dry him off just to work with him. Right, buddy? We'll probably start going on field trips towards the end of next week. I don't like to do that too soon. It just depends on the dog. I'll start working him with letting my dogs run around the room. That's usually the dogs I start with because they don't care about dogs, so they just kind of hang out and play with each other and chase food on the ground. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Say bye to your family. Okay, I'll wait.